92.7 QLZ. With me, I've got Corky from Otherwise. You just got off the stage.
We just got off stage. We're still sweating.
I can.
She pets me.
First of all, big thank you. The drumhead that you should do. It is so sick. You've been like going crazy drawing drumheads out for a while.
I'm trying to keep coming up with cool ideas. I've been doing drumhead artwork for a good couple of years now, but we were doing this run with 10 years, and Jesse, who's been doing it for like 10 years.
Right.
He was like, bro, all your artwork's black and white. I'm like, yeah, well, it's all black Sharpies. He's like, you need to do color. And I'm like, well, kind of him and Han about it. He's like, wait, right here. He leaves, comes back 5 minutes, and throws down like 30 colored Sharpies. We're like, oh, now the challenge is on. And immediately, like, it sparked both like my creative streak, but like also everyone's like, I need one.
Right.
So it's cool. And then you guys call me up and like, we need one for the station, So I'm sitting. We're waiting for our bus.
Good impression of Styles, by the way.
Wait, Styles is like,
we need
one
a
drum
for the
head,
station, please.
So we're sitting there. Our RV has been in the shop for 5 months. We've been renting.
Goodness.
I'm sitting in the shop waiting from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. waiting to pick up this RV. So what? I draw on the drumhead for you guys, right? Pick up our RV as they're closing the doors. The following day, we were in Colorado Springs, and this run's been going on ever since. So it's all good. I was able to ship it off to you guys. Glad you dig it.
Love it. Got hanging out. It's awesome. I love there's like the Q and then the L and then the Z's in the middle. It's
giant Q.
It's sick. It's so sick, dude. Now, the last time I saw you was when I was still in Morgantown. You played my birthday bash last September.
And boy, did I celebrate that in style.
Sick as a dog, man.
Yes, I'm pretty sure was food poisoning because I was over that sickness pretty quickly, but that day was one of the worst days ever. I think I woke up, I tried to eat, ate 2 bites, went back to bed.
Right.
Woke up 10 minutes before we were going on stage, played the show, walked straight off stage back into my bunk and went to sleep for like another 14 hours.
I know, man. You're like normally so like up and peppy and awake and crazy,
dude.
and you walked past me and I was like, hey, and you're like, oh no, I'm alive, I'm gonna play, I'm gonna be good, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did it, man.
That wasn't fun. So
I don't know how you did that.
I made it, and we're like headlining, so I think we played like 75 minutes or something of me struggling on stage.
Yeah, it was a long one, so thank you for that.
Absolutely.
I got drunk and celebrated my birthday for you.
I couldn't let you down on your birthday.
Thank you. So you guys have a new bassist.
Yes, we do.
Tell me about the process in finding him, the Beast.
The Beast is a funny story because he and I have known each other and played in bands since I think 2007 or 2008 in Vegas. Both in original bands and cover bands actually in Vegas, so we were both doing that circuit. So I knew him, and when our last bass player was leaving, we had about 7 or so days before we were headlining the House of Blues in Vegas, and everyone's like, oh, what are we going to do? And I'm like, dude, I got a guy. Don't worry about it. I'm going to make one phone call. So I call him up. He's like, yeah, dude, that'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun. And I thought it would be a 1-gig thing with him because he is totally fine. He's successful doing the circuit that he was doing in Vegas. And he had so much fun at the House of Blues gig, and he's like, you called me at the exact right time. I am so tired of playing Vegas right now. I was like, wait, you want to play with us? He's like, yeah, can we go on the road? I was like, absolutely.
Done.
Yeah, so he's been great. Like, not only is he a phenomenal musician, I mean, I've known him more as a guitar player even than a bass player. But he's great on guitar, great on keyboards, great on bass, great on theory. He's made us better musicians along the way. And he's just a really good, positive guy. He's a great influence on everybody in the band, so we're really excited to have him on board.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that you have a new member of the team that's really kind of amping you guys up right now.
It's going to be very interesting how we do the writing process for the 3rd record because he's going to be very involved. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah? That'll be cool to see. When do you think you're going to be sitting down? I mean, you just released in September.
September, yes.
Okay. When do you think you're going to be sitting down and write some more stuff?
We always have our computers. There's 2 of us in the band that do Pro Tools pretty proficiently.
Right.
So we're always doing little demos on the road. Every time we're headlining now, we actually have a way to record our sound checks. So we're starting to do. The only band I've really heard of doing that is like Metallica and stuff. I'm like, dude, we literally throw a USB stick in our monitor board, and record our sound checks and do various jams and whatnot. So the process is starting. It's always difficult and weird to ride on the road, especially when you're doing doing shows every day.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of 14 days in a row right now, which is ludicrous, but a whole lot of fun. It's hard on like the singer, I think, the most. I just, whatever. I can play
Adrian's voice has to. I mean, I know my voice after 3 days of talking is spent.
Exactly.
So his voice has just got to be shot.
He's taking it as easy as he can, still being Adrian, which is not totally easy.
That's never easy.
Yeah,
it's not at all. He is like
he's an intense dude.
He gets on stage and it's like it doesn't matter if there's 5 people or 5,000 people. He is on it and he is all over the place. It's awesome. All of you guys are.
I mean, the reason I even joined the band back in the day is because I'd actually seen Otherwise in Vegas before I joined, and I knew he was a very magnetic and just intense frontman, and I'd always been looking to join a band with that kind of frontman. So when their last drummer left, and it's like just another bass player, they're like, hey, we need a drummer next week for this gig we're playing. I'm like, dude, I'm in. Let's do it.
You had just finished doing like motocross stuff, right?
I did, dude. Check out this is an old school BMX shirt right here.
Oh man,
Radical Rick used to be in the magazines in like the 80s.
Yeah, like you were actually. I remember talking to you about this before. You were actually like pretty on point with that.
When I was 18, I was second in the world, but that's only because that darn French dude passed me in the last turn and I lost.
Can we say bastard in French?
That bastard Frenchman. And then who remembers second place?
I do.
Nobody.
I remember you, Corky.
Yes, but
after I went back and watched footage.
I swear to God, my whole career in BMX, I got 4th in the world, 5th in the world, 3rd in the world, and 2nd in the world, and never won the damn world championships.
That's so shitty.
And then I figured I'd play music instead, because there's no winners in music. They're just a battle, ongoing battle.
Yeah,
right.
Dude, that's so awesome. Last question for you. I know you have plans to release a live DVD this year, right? Yes? Am I crazy?
That's news to me, but I like the idea.
Really? Because I thought you filmed something.
You heard it here first, before the band even knew.
Well, then I guess I have no question. Because I swear I read that you guys were going to be releasing a live DVD this year that you filmed in like October or November or something.
Well, our video for Coming for the Throne was an all live video footage, so that might be what you're referring to.
Maybe it is.
And it was one of those things where like we felt that song, was a very intense song, and there's so many times where people have told us like, dude, I love your live show, and your CD, it's like, I love your CD, but when I see your live show, it's like, oh my God, I get the band now.
Yeah.
And we wanted to do a video that kind of showcased some of that energy of what we're doing live at our live shows. So we had our friend of ours, Rob Cly, he's done videos within this moment in 10 years, and he's actually from Vegas. I know him from being a bass player in band in Vegas 10 years ago, and had him fly out. He took some footage in Fort Wayne and at the Machine Shop in Flint and at our House of Blues show in Vegas, and then put it all together, and it's a fun video for us to watch.
Awesome.
I saw a lot of cuts with different footage in it, and I would always be bummed when he'd do new cuts and take certain footage out, but it's all good. We like it a lot.
So you're going to take those leftover cuts, you're going to put them in a live DVD.
Yeah.
Scoop here first, people.
You heard it here first.
Here. Out of Corky's mouth, not mine at all.
At QLZ.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, man. I really appreciate it. This is Kaytie with Corky of Otherwise, 92.7 QLZ.